down and saw Neil. After I saw him, I gave him maybe $6. He said, thank you. If I had called 911, he probably would have let out. So, cool. I told him, well, I was over by the DMV. That's the marina. That's literally right across the street from where Daniel was sitting. And I went to cross the road and I saw the lady who was on the driver's license I found. So I started walking into town to go to where I had called a couple of days earlier, or yesterday I guess, and told her that I would go to her office after 9. Well, she called me on my walk there. She met me over by Pietro's Pizza, and she gave me $13 for returning her wallet. I guess she was down at the DMV to replace it, so her ID anyway. Let's see. After that, I was given $70 to go buy some instruments because I was talking about how I wanted to go get a violin for a guy named Logan. I guess he's trying to learn banjo, but that's kind of creepy for a dude. Bad movie. Very bad movie. Alright, so that $70, I went down and I was going to get 2 instruments. And it ended up being less. Because all of the instruments had at least one busted part, one piece missing, something of that degree. And then I was going down, I was explaining to another guy who was asking me where I was heading in such a hurry. I said, well, I got to go down to the music store and see how much it's going to be for parts so that I can get either a guitar working or get the violin working. For the guitar, it's probably $6 for the string. For the violin, it's probably $40, I suppose, for the bow. It's like, oh, I got that. I'm like, no, I already got a violin and a bow for me. I don't need you to buy me nothing. Like, oh no, man, just take it. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to go give these out to somebody. I'm not going to keep them. I'm not going to sell them. I'm giving them out to somebody. It's like, well, consider this my good deed for the year. And then he made some sort of joke about it. Anyway, I was in a hurry. I made it down to the place I needed to make it to in time. I was able to get the bow. And of course, the guy was asking me why I had a few of them, and I was letting him know. And of course, he was kind of interested, told me he could actually order in some more parts for me, so he did that. He also gave me a $20 discount on the bow itself for the violin that I needed. The resin he gave me for next to nothing, or the rosin, I should say. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, the strings were not $6; they were $10. But he gave me a $1 discount on that. Altogether, I made $10 today somehow. Buying instruments and stuff for instruments. And the really strange thing about that is I can't play. My wrists won't allow me to do it. I got a guitar today, and it's one of those really thin, streamlined ones for travelers, and it doesn't have enough weight to it for me to play it. If that makes any sense. If it had a couple of tabs for me to hang something off of it so that I could put it around my neck and have it, slung over me and let the weight drop down and stand up and play it, I might be able to, but as is, I'm not sure if I can figure out how to do that. I got to see if there's any structural struts inside of it. If there's a structural strut in the right place, then I can pre-drill a hole and then put a screw in, some sort of either a skate bearing or something that I can use as a button. And that way I can actually put a guitar string on it. Then maybe it'll work. But it seems to me the problems that I have with my wrists on the violin are also going to be hindering me when it comes to playing the guitar. Anyway, all in all, you know, I don't think it's a bad thing having 5 instruments if you count my Mississippi harmonica. That's the only one I can actually still play. But I got the violin that I decided I want to keep for me, since I do have enough that I can keep one just for plinking around, and I can also hook up some folks with instruments that can do the busking thing. There's a couple of folks out here that were talking about holding signs but won't because it hurts their pride. They'd feel more comfortable busking. I figure, well, what the hell, it's a cheap investment. It's not even my investment, so what the hell? I can do it. I can pull that off. Also, it allows me a violin that later on down the road I might be able to sell if times get tough. And maybe over time, if I practice maybe 10 minutes a day or so, I might be able to rehabilitate my wrists. Anyway, I'm almost to one of my destinations. I got to get something to drink and go to the bathroom. And then I got to go see if the showers are open. So I got to see about getting some quarters. I was told the showers are open today, so we'll see if that information is correct. The last few times I was told that, it absolutely was not. I was also told that there's a shower on the back side of one of the buildings. You basically have to shower in your swimming trunks, but whatever. I don't have any swim trunks, but I'll see what I can finagle. Maybe I'll take a filthy pair of pants and cut the bottoms off. Anyway, one of the violins I have is a 1/4 scale. It's tiny. It's for somebody with tiny hands, probably somebody less than 10 years old. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was. When I tried to hold it in my hands, I realized that was too small for me. Jane is pretty small. She might be able to play it. Then the guitar thing that I got, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to play it. Just the weight on the boat end. It's kind of, it don't sit right. When I strum it up, the guitar bounces upwards. And that's if I'm strumming it lightly, and that just weirds me out. It ought to be about 3 times the weight just to be the weight of a standard guitar. So it's tiny. It's got a standard size neck though. All right. So I guess we'll see. Logan might want a violin. The other violins that I have, this one right here is a 4/4. That means it's a full scale violin. And it's the one I'm going to keep. It's got, I'll show you how to, and this isn't necessarily true, of course. If you make it out of the wrong woods, this is going to be a bit different for another violin. But given the same type of wood, what you want is, you see these lines in the grain? The more of those that you have, the more of those lines that you have in the grain, the better off it's going to be. Those are dry years in the growth of the tree. The more dry years that you have, the harder it's going to be. That's going to help the echo. If it's a violin that's made out of a bunch of trees that were primarily grown with really, really good water, they're not going to be as good for violins. They're going to be a little bit soft because it's got a lot of the soft spongy wood, but not enough of the hard stuff in between. This one right here has a fretboard on it that lets you know where to put your fingers. This is the fiberglass bow that I got. And then I have a big block of rosin. And then, all right, so this is actually how much it was originally supposed to be. And then he was telling me that the regular prices, because it says $59.99, and his regular one is, he sold it for $39.99, so $20 less than that. But also he gave me the discount because it's, well, because of what I was doing with it. But the thing is, it wasn't what I was doing with it, because this is the bow that I was keeping for this one. The bow that came with the other one is staying with the other one, and hopefully we'll be able to get some people out here busking and making a few dollars and not having to feel like they're just mooching and not having to sit down on their backside and watch the world go by, you know. Anyway, be safe, stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Well, actually, good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind. Come on, shut off. What's going on here?